All right, I think it's day 19 now. It's April 2nd, and well into studying CSS. This is now an intermediate CSS lesson, and we're talking a little bit more about positioning and how CSS can be used to um, basically position elements on the screen, relative, absolute, fixed, or static, and going through learning about how that works right now. Probably what's been most interesting about learning about CSS has been, I guess, some of the ways that you can, contain each group of those, I guess you could say, elements into tags, classes, and IDs. But getting a little bit more in depth here with positioning and the overall design, I think, is going to be really helpful in learning about how to basically create a website from scratch and turn it into something really beautiful, which is going to be really cool to see once a product that I put together might actually get finished. So that's going to be really neat. All right, so today I've been working a lot more on understanding fonts, and there was a little bit of a module that was really more, I guess you could say, oriented toward learning about, why fonts matter, how to design your website with very specific fonts with important intentions or specific intentions. Well, here's just a look at kind of what I've come up with so far. This was a handwritten style font, and then there's a span right here that helps me underline the word meteorologist with a different style font there in the paragraph element. And then I've got a list of skills, images put in here, lots of different things. And this was called kind of designed somewhat with a boilerplate, but also with some text that the instructor had us install inside here. So this has been what I'm on right now, understanding the difference between using a font size with either pixels that are specifically kind of pointed out, or with using percentages, or with using M or EM, which I'm learning is really just the phonetic sounding of the letter M. And that alone is, I guess, they're the unit of one 16 pixel group of text. I think I have that right, but not 100% sure. So that's what I've got right now. And the course is kind of showing us right now at this point how basically some specific websites use pixel percentages, and some use M. Some do different things for different reasons. So coming up in a little bit is going to be, as you see, I'm on CSS sizing. I'm going to go on to font properties. Almost done with this chapter here. I'm really excited to try to do something new. I'm getting a little bit bored with CSS. Looking forward to basically starting to go a little bit more into maybe not so much styling, but more content creation here. I guess we're talking about day 20. Oh man, day 22. So I've just finished and completed going through intermediate CSS, cascading style sheets, and I think I've got a pretty rudimentary understanding, good foundation at least, for how to style a website in HTML. And so now I've got this loaded up on GitHub, and I spent a lot of time mostly just kind of going along with the course on Udemy, and basically just going through what was taught, but then trying to personalize it to the way I wanted the website to look. So now I think I've got a good idea or a good grasp on something I was having a challenge with first, which was, what do I want the website to look like? And that was what I guess that whole course was about, was learning about the options that you have with using cascading style sheets to style your website, and basically just making it your own. So that went pretty well. So now I'm going to be learning Bootstrap, a front-end library, which I have no idea what that means. But you can see on where my mouse is here on this side, this is going to be about installing Bootstrap, Web Design 101, wireframing, Bootstrap navigation bar, what we'll be making, something called Tin Dog, and a challenge at the end. Intermediate Bootstrap is next. This class is 2.5 hours long. Intermediate Bootstrap is also 2.5 hours long. So about a 5-hour course in understanding Bootstrap. So it's Monday, April 6th. It's 10 a.m. Baby's asleep. Here we go.